All right, guys, welcome back. So TSLA Tesla. It's been a while. Well, let's have a look at this name. So today, relatively better close than everything else. Flat, yeah. Overnight, we had a headline saying that they launched pretty much facelift in China and Australia, were Model Y, and that was the headline actually. If overall market was not putting pressure, maybe Tesla could have gone pretty much above that $400 level, because throughout this day, this is 4-hour chart. If I switch to 1-hour chart, you'll see it tried to go above this pre-market, but overall market was putting pressure for the stock in general. So if you take a look at a little bit back where we had USA numbers right after New Year, it got dropped, or yeah, slightly below delivery numbers and total production, I think. And then very next day, there's China numbers, which were significantly better than everybody expected, and this pretty much Tesla recovered it, and then it started selling a little bit into that strength. So resistance was 425. So from here, looks like if we switch to daily chart, there are a few things I'm watching from here. Yes, Tesla has given you 20% pullback. Is it enough? Is it going to produce a little bit more? I don't know. The next week is going to be a very large option expiration. So into that option expiration, I'm pretty much watching this name to chop around probably and stay in this range. Or if it tries to go higher, go test for 24 again. But to the downside, we have 50-day moving average right here as a support, this yellow line on my chart. And overall, like, I personally don't understand the Chinese market in terms of like their discretionary spending. It just doesn't make sense, right? They have deflation, they have real estate issue, and it's still ongoing, and yet people keep spending on EVs. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, but other EV names, I mean, I follow XPeng, Li. They have been reporting year over year good numbers too, delivery numbers and all that stuff, production. But those stocks did not do as well as Tesla last year. We can pretty much contribute it because he's very close to DJT, right? So you can see Li Auto and XPEV and also NEO. These names are pretty much last year were flat to negative. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna give it up until inauguration, that Tesla could just stay up there. But if overall market, if you take a look at the SPY, we're pretty much in an inflection point where are we gonna try to buy this dip and overall market maybe try to bounce back up, or are we going to have a flushing move all the way to 560, which would mean that we're going to have sort of 7-8% correction at the moment from its highs. S&P 500 is pulling back 4%, and this is the heat map of S&P 500. I mean, even if you look at today, overall, like, large caps were getting hit pretty much, while Tesla was flat thanks to that headline. And also weekly performance, if you take a look at it, okay, so Meta slightly positive, Google positive, Tesla 4% week to date, which means year to date Tesla is doing a lot better than every other large cap out there, most large caps out there. The only closest would be Costco has Walmart, these two consumer stores, defensive names, they are up 3% or so week to date. But Tesla, impressive, okay? And one reason is also I'm looking at Tesla, there's not much of a panic, okay? If you take a look at the volume this year so far, after that initial flush out in the beginning of the year, very first day, volume has been declining on Tesla. So you have to be careful with option activity. And to the downside, 360, that breakout area, I would be watching this area as a support. Unless that level cracks to the downside, I'm not going to be watching this name to the downside. So far, I'm slightly neutral to bullish for the stock, just based on what it has been doing so far in the last 5-6 trading sessions. Of course, it hasn't gone much if you consider where it closed last year. We're just looking at the performance from this flush out in the year to date. But of course, yeah, year to date looks like Tesla is down too, but in the last 4 days it's just relatively holding up better. It's not as volatile, I would say, as other large cap names where semis and all those getting pretty much hit. Consumer discretionary names getting hit as well. So two biggest ones, well, okay, Amazon slightly below as well. Well, compared to Tesla, you can see there's clear direction that in 3 days it's been pretty much selling off. I just wanted to show this chart where, yeah, we have if you watch candlestick pattern, or in general what kind of chart you watch, but I watch candlestick. There are 13 candlesticks total, right? 5 bullish, 5 bearish. And if you just, based on that, if you just watch this, Tesla is looking like it's neutrally bearish. This is daily closings, last 2 days. If you take a look at it, okay, neutral bullish to maybe slightly more bullish today, based on, of course, if it closed at its highs, it would have been second most bullish candlestick, but neutral. Yeah, this is the stage, I think, where we are for TSLA. Maybe it's going to burn premium next week and it will stay above this 375. But again, pretty headline driven, not much going on with this name. But I'm going to be watching 425 and 375-ish area, pretty much zone where it can spend the next week, and then pick a direction after big option expiration that is coming up next week. So that's my update for TSLA. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.